Welcome everybody, Wolfy here. Figured I would do a little bit of a fleet update regarding where we're at vehicle-wise while we have everything all in one place. See, kind of like a few of the other car YouTuber types, we have a small problem. We love cars. And our fleet has grown to 10 vehicles overall. So without further ado, we will give you a kind of a rundown as to the current state of the fleet. First, we will start with the 2016, I think. This is my partner's car, Subaru Crosstrek. He bought this brand new and he owns it free and clear. We just got, this was just used in the last video that I just uploaded as the chase car to bring home the Cadillac Alante. This thing has about 24,000 miles on it now, I guess we can say. He put the window tint and the little window visor doodads on it and the rear spoiler. So this is kind of his plaything, and is also a rare manual transmission. And yes, the dealership fought him tooth and nail regarding getting a manual. But he loves his stick shift cars. I don't blame him. They are fun in their own right. Yeah, I won't bother to do that. You can see the stick shift in there. So 20-some odd thousand miles. And this is his car. And this is what he brought with him when he and I moved in together. Next, we'll move on to the 2004 Saturn Ion Redline. And it is sitting out here because I did a bad thing. We chose this car to put into storage, and upon doing so, in the interest of protecting things, I disconnected the battery. Well, it came due for emissions. I'd forgotten about that, and it of course went in what they call a not ready rejects. Now I am forced to commute in a car that I really do not like to really take out, but once in a very great while. It was why it was elected to go into storage. This car has 10,300 original miles. It is a 2004. It belonged to my father. And open. My father bought it brand new from Saturn of Aurora, back when Saturn was still a thing. And he basically put it in the garage and left it there. So, you know, I'm kind of basically doing what he did. But it's also a manual. I said 10,000 original miles and very, very clean. So clean that we call it kind of a bit of a time capsule. Its little trick is this little deal here, is it makes the coupe practical. And it was Saturn that pioneered this, and then it grew into the trucks and everything else. Next is our 2020 Bolt EV Premier, and this is the color they call Oasis Blue. This is the one we bought last summer to replace the 2019 Leaf that we decided was unsuitable for our needs, but we wanted to stay in electrics, so we bought this. This is my normal commuter. It's what I'd rather be driving because this costs us next to nothing to run. So we have this. 3,800 miles on it since we bought it. It's been to Chesapeake Bay. There's a video in my channel of that little trip, and probably by far is one of my favorite cars. So it's that little plaything right here. Next up is our 2012 Nissan Leaf. We bought this as a car that had a problem with the onboard charger. We bought this for my partner to drive. Some backstory was when we bought a 2019 Leaf last year, he really wasn't hot to trot to go to electrics, but then decided after everything was said and done, he actually liked it. Caught him looking at electrics. So he found us a project. Got this really, really cheap, fixed it, and this is now his daily. Next up, and yes, it is messy. This poor car sits. This is one of the reasons why, you know, we're actually kind of hot to trot to get into a better place. So excuse the mess. It's not really supposed to look this way, but this is our 95 Buick Roadmaster Estate wagon. So once we get into a place where we can get everything under covers. We'll of course get cleaned up. We're going to restore it and make it nice. Did do the window tint. This car has the LT1 V8. Everybody calls it the Corvette, the detuned Corvette engine. And we are sitting at just shy of 100,000 miles on this, and I mean just shy. And again, one of the things that aggravates me having these outside, the tree fell down and caused us a little damage up top. So that's a new thing we have to do in the repair of our car here. Inside, the interior is in pretty good shape, if not a little dirty. Again, something I'll be working on over time. And never remember what the odometer is on this. There you go, 99,190.2 miles. It actually runs very, very well, but it is a purpose car and one we want to fix up and have as a show car eventually. So there's this one. Then we'll move on into the garage. Next up will be the 2015 Chevrolet Colorado. I bought it new, and this is one that I swore I would buy if they ever did it in rally yellow. Ended up doing it for the first model year, and I made good on it. I bought it and went through. We put the brush guard on it, the winch, did the front light bar. Also went through, did the windows, put a tonneau cover on it, got the sport bar. Then I changed it from red to yellow and put the overhead cab lights. So we put this is basically our off-road play toy, gotta go places, haul things, that kind of stuff. And this is having about 40, I think it's about a little over 40,000 miles now. And it's pretty clean inside. Pardon the allergies. So at any rate, 43,000 miles. And yeah, we tend to take care of things. You could use a vacuuming that's otherwise in really good condition. And the end of the cars is our latest acquisition. This is a 1993 Cadillac Volante. It was also in my latest video. And this has the North Star V8. This car's 148,000 miles on it as it sits right now. We put a fast 1,000 getting it home. Ran beautifully, as alluded in my last video. We do have work to do, including getting this window situated, because this is not good. But I'm going to have to try to lower that window, so if I can't fix that, that should not be sticking out like that. And that's even worse than what it was before. Okay, done with the cars. We have our my 2017 Triumph Tiger 800X CX. Again, bought this new. It was a leftover. And got about 1,400 miles on it. Riding time hasn't been good for us lately, so it's kind of sat, despite my best intentions. Then moving on, we have this little Yamaha V-Star 650. This we bought for my partner, you know, for riding, just so he can sit there and have one to beat up and cruise all over the place. Got it cheap. Got 500 bucks. I think it's an 02 or something. So it's just an old beater bike. Finally, this guy here, and this is the one everybody oohs and ahs over, is this orange and black. Again, it's another V-Star. This one is a custom. It's got a 1998 cc V-twin, a lot of power, and this one actually scares me. I will not get on it. But this is his baby, and he keeps it and basically shines it up, and once in a great while pulls it out for shows, that kind of stuff. So there we are with our fleet as it is right now. We've got plenty to do, kind of a hoopty fleet. This car came from the Car Wizard / Hoovy's garage. Hoovy traded an old Chrysler Imperial for 2 of these. Took these in to be gone over by the Car Wizard. So the Car Wizard fixed there was a white one that was a companion to this. The Car Wizard fixed the white one for Hoovy in exchange for this car. Car Wizard bought this car for his wife, and she drove it for a little bit until she got a Mercedes and basically parked it. So Car Wizard put it up for sale, and now it is ours. So at any rate, until next time, we will talk at you later.